In today's class, I'm going to explain you how to divide a polynomial with a polynomial. So before we'll go into that, let us understand what is the relationship between dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. So let me consider a normal number like 36 divided by 4. So here, when I'm dividing any number with a number, so this number will become my dividend. And the number which I am dividing is called dividend, and with which I am dividing is called divisor. So this is divisor. So let us divide this number and get the answer. So when I'll divide this 36 with 4. So 4 9s are 36. I got remainder as 0. So this, I told you just, this is called my divisor, this is my dividend. The answer which I am getting is called quotient. It's called quotient, and the leftover at the end is called remainder. So what is the relationship between divisor, dividend, quotient and remainder? The relation is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So what is this? So divisor is 4, right? Into what is my quotient? I got my answer is 9 plus what is my remainder? It's a 0. So here my dividend, this LHS part should be equal to the entire RHS part. So 4 9s are 36 plus this 0. So 36 plus 0 will give me 36. So I can say my dividend is equal to 36, which is exactly right. So my dividend is 36, right? So here I can conclude 36 is equal to 36, which means LHS and RHS are equal. So the division which I have done is correct. So this is a relationship between all these 4. The same thing we're going to do for the polynomial. So in today's, I'm going to explain how to divide a polynomial with any other polynomial. So I'm not going to divide here polynomial with a monomial. I'm going to start with a binomial. So these are the two polynomials I have taken, p of x and g of x. P of x I want to divide, this polynomial I want to get divided with this one. So here again, if you observe, the degree of this polynomial is 2. And degree of this polynomial is 1. So always the degree of the divisor will be always less than degree of the dividend, the polynomial dividend. And we're gonna get, after dividing this, I'm gonna get what is my remainder and what is the quotient. So let us divide this. Whenever you divide any polynomial with any polynomial, the very first step you have to check is the degree of each term here should be in a descending order. Here it is already in descending order, that is the degree of this term is 2 and degree of this term is 1 and degree of this term is 0. So 2, 1, 0. So this one is correct. So what happens if the degree is not in a descending order? I'm going to show in my next example. So that is the first thing you have to check. If it is not checked, then you have, if it is not correct, you have to manage the terms. You have to do adjustment in the terms and start dividing it. To get the first quotient, the first term of the quotient, that is this, what you will do is you have to eliminate this. That is the first step. You have to check the descending order. The next step is you have to get the quotient. How to get that is, your aim is to always eliminate the first term of the dividend, that is this term I want to eliminate it. So how can I eliminate it? So for that I want a quotient here, right, with which number I have to multiply. So how can you get this is, always divide the first term of the dividend. This is my first term of dividend with the first term of the divisor. Forget about this plus 1 or whatever number you have here. First term you have to always consider. So when I divide this, so 1x and 1x I can cancel. So I'm left with 3x, right? So this will become my first quotient of the first term of the quotient. So x into 3x will give me 3x square, right? Now plus 1, always what happens, people always multiply only this one, they forget about this. So you have to multiply even this number with this one or whatever you have here, the next followed by x. You have to always multiply even this with the first term of the quotient. So the plus 1 into 3x will be plus 3x. After this, what we'll do in normal division, we'll subtract it. Same way I have to subtract this with this. So when we subtract, the signs of the term will change. What does that mean? So here I don't have any sign, which means it's a plus. So plus will become minus. This is my new sign. Again I have a sign plus here, this will become minus. So I have to consider my new signs here, forget about the old one. Now, why are we changing these signs? Let us understand. I am subtracting this with this, right? So 3x square plus x minus the entire thing. 3x square plus 3x. So when I subtract here, minus into plus is minus 3x. Minus into plus is minus 3x. And this is what we got, minus 3 and minus 3. Minus 3x square and minus 3x, right? My signs will change. So whenever you when you subtract, minus will get multiplied with the signs of the each term. Suppose I have here minus. What happens? So minus into plus is minus. Minus into minus will become plus. So when you have minus, it will become plus. When you have a plus here, it will become minus. And this is why we are changing the signs. Instead of doing in this way, we are just changing the signs here and we are proceeding it. Now, it usually happens, few students always change the sign of the first term and they forget about the second one. No, whenever you subtract it, you have to change the sign of each term which are present in this. So let us subtract this. So 3x square and minus 3x will get cancelled because plus 3x square and minus 3x square is 0. And plus minus is minus, so we have to subtract both. So 3x minus x will give me 2x. But sign will be minus because the greater one is 3x and its sign is minus. Now the next step, drop this minus 1. Now I want to again eliminate the first term of my new dividend. This is my new dividend. Again I want to eliminate the first term. For that I want a quotient again. So which number I'll take? Again for this you have to take a first term of the new dividend, divide that with the first term of the divisor, which is x. So x and x will go, you can cancel them, you will get minus 2. So your new quotient, the second term of the quotient is minus 2. Now this is my minus 2. Now you don't have to touch this 3x, you have to consider this one now. So x into minus 2x is minus 2x and plus 1 into minus 2 is minus 2. Right? Signs will change. So minus will become plus and minus will become plus. So if you forget to change the sign, then the entire division will go wrong from that step. So better you change the sign, and whenever you change the sign, please do for the entire term which are present there. So minus plus will get cancelled and minus plus is minus. So 2 minus 1 is 1 and sign will be plus because the greater number has a sign plus. So this is your remainder. So it's not necessary that you always get remainder 0. It could be anything here. Again, as I told you that degree of the divisor is always less than a degree of a dividend. Same way, degree of the remainder will be always less than degree of remainder. This should be less than this and this should be less than this. It goes like this. So degree of this one should be less than this and degree of this one should be less than this. So here degree is 0 and here degree is 1. So 1 is always greater than 0 or 0 is always less than 1. Now let us check the relationship between dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. So I have written here what is my p of x, g of x, and q of x is my quotient and r of x is 1. Here all the things are polynomials, so that is why I have represented in this way. So I have explained you why we represent polynomial with a p of x or q of x in my previous video. So usually polynomials are represented in this way, where x represent the variable which we have used here. I have used q of x to represent, you can take usually any variable, but I have taken any alphabet. I have taken here qx to represent the quotient and r of x to represent the remainder. Now I have told you that dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So suppose the question is given, divide the given polynomial and verify. Verify means you have to verify in this way using this relation. So this is my relation here. So instead of writing like this, what I'll do, I'll write using the polynomials. That is, p of x should be equal to divisor. Divisor is g of x into quotient. Quotient is q of x plus remainder, which is r of x. Now this should be satisfied. So once LHS should be equal to RHS. So what is my g of x? It's a x plus 2. So x plus 1. So x plus 1 into q of x is 3x minus 2 plus remainder is 1. Now whenever you multiply two binomial, you have to multiply the first term of the binomial with the entire thing and again second term with the entire thing. So this will become, so I am multiplying first term with the entire thing plus 1, because plus 1 I have, into the again full term. So 3x minus 2 and this plus 1 will come as it is. Now so x into 3x will give me 3x square minus x into 2x will be 2x, and 1 into anything is usually 1, the same number, sorry. So this is 3x minus 2 and this plus 1. Now the entire expression, I don't have any term related to x square, so I'll write this 3x square down, and minus 2x plus 3x is plus minus is minus, so 3x minus 2x will give me x with a positive sign because this is my greater number, and minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, and this is equal to the my dividend, which is p of x, right? 3x square plus x minus 1. So 3x square plus x minus 1. So this is equal to my p of x. So I can say that my RHS is equal to LHS. So this is verified here. So whatever division I have done, it is correct. So let us give me one more example. Suppose I have taken two polynomial here, p of x and g of x. This is my dividend and this is my divisor. If you observe here, the power or degree of the entire expression is 3 and this is 1. So degree of a divisor is always less than degree of the dividend. If it is so, then only we can divide, otherwise we cannot divide it. Now again, if you observe here, I told you the first step is to check the terms of the dividend should be in descending order. The degree should be in descending order. But here if you see, it is not so. I have x cube, here the x square is missing, x power 1 is missing. So I have to rearrange the terms here. So what I'll do here is, this one I can able to write it as x cube. Okay, I don't have x square term, so I cannot introduce a new term like that. So what I'll do to make it balance, I'll write it as 0x square, because 0 into anything is 0, so it's not going to affect the entire expression. So 0x square. Same way I'm going to write 0 into x power 1, and this one will be same. So 3, 2, 1, 0. Now this is in descending order. Now this will become my dividend. So this I will take and divide with x plus 1. So here this is already arranged, so we have to start dividing it. So when we divide, I have told you my aim should be to remove the first term of the dividend, that is x cube I want to eliminate. So for that I want a quotient. So the thing is, you have to divide the first term of a dividend with the first term of divisor, which is x. So 1x and 1x cancel. So from 3x I have cancelled 1x, so I am left with 2x, that is x square. So your quotient will be x square. Now so here x into x square will be x cube, okay, and 1 into x square will be x square with plus sign. Signs will change, so minus, and this will become minus. So the first term is cancelled. Now plus minus is minus, so you will get x square, because 0x minus x is minus x square, right? Now so again you have to drop this 0x. Okay, so again I have to eliminate this term. For that I have to find out my quotient. So for that, divide the first term, you have to take even minus sign, with the first term of divisor, which is x. So 1x will get cancelled. I am left with minus x. So minus x is my new term in the quotient. So x into minus x is minus x square. 1 into minus x is minus x. Signs will change. Plus will become minus will become plus, and this minus will become plus. So you have to consider new signs here. So minus plus, this will get cancelled. Plus plus is plus. So 0x plus 1x will be 1x, right? Or you can write simply x. Now drop this plus 1 here. Okay, now I want to eliminate this term of the new dividend. So for that, divide this with the first term of divisor. So 1x divided by x. So x will get cancelled. You will get answer 1. So this is my new term in the quotient. So you will get plus 1. So x into plus 1 is 1x. So you can write just simply x. And 1 into 1 is 1. Signs will change. So plus will become minus. So the entire thing is cancelled. Your remainder is 0. So it is not necessary you will get remainder 0 every time. It could be any number. Again, the degree of this is 0, and this is always less than this. So I hope you have understood how to divide any polynomial with a given polynomial. It is quite easy. You have to just understand the few conditions here and about the signs. And you have, whenever you change the signs, the sign of the entire expression should change when you're subtracting it. It's not that you change the first term and the rest will remain same. No. And if the signs are not changed, I have usually observed that when the student do the subtraction part, they forget to change the signs. If you forget to change the sign, the entire division from that step will go wrong, and you will gonna lose the marks. So better you just keep the conditions, like first thing is you have to change, or you have to make the degree in descending order. The second is you have to always eliminate the first term of each new dividend, and followed by you get the quotient. That's it. And now your task is to verify the given relationship. I have done the division, and your part is to do the verification. Check the verification, you will get the correct answer. And if you have any queries or doubts, you can leave a comment. Thanks for watching.